Time now for your forecast first. WRBL News 3 First Alert Weather.
We're already seeing some movement of this area of low pressure. It's cutting across northeast Texas right now and the Arklatex. So what's going to happen for you and I? Well, we can expect to see increasing clouds and temperatures still remaining warm tomorrow. But this system here is going to move through it. It will not be a complete weekend spoiler, but it could bring in some strong storms farther south. And that's coming up in your First Alert forecast with this latest track. You can see at this hour what we're looking at coming in as early as tomorrow, about 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And especially, like I said, the counties to the south will have more of a stronger wind component to it, so we'll need to be tracking that south of Columbus. You're watching WRBL News 3 on your side.
Columbus marking homicides 9 and 10 of 2019.
Tonight, police investigating 2 separately deadly shootings. Also, what happens when your team is the first in state history to make it to the Final Four?
Well, the governor rolls out the red carpet for you.
On your side, this is News 3 Night Watch.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for trusting News 3. I'm Teresa Whitaker.
And I'm Phil Scoggins. Topping our news tonight, an apartment fire has claimed the life of a baby. The Phoenix City Police Department says the fire happened earlier today at the Cloverleaf Apartments located in the 2800 block of Stadium Drive. Officials were called to the scene around 10:15 this morning. According to police, the 4-month-old baby was taken to Piedmont Columbus Regional for treatment of burns. The child was pronounced dead at the hospital as a result of injuries from the fire. The case is currently under investigation.
We are also following another developing story tonight. Tragedy in Troup County as a 4-year-old boy dies after drowning in a swimming pool. Troup County Coroner Aaron Hackley confirms to News 3 that 4-year-old Isaac Perez was pulled from the bottom of a pool this morning. Police responded to the scene located on Willis Drive at around 10:15. Officials say at this time the drowning appears to be a tragic accident.
On the Crime Watch, the Columbus homicide count for 2019 jumped to 10 this morning. 2 unrelated shooting deaths happened within hours of each other. A 33-year-old woman was shot to death in a city park off Hamilton Road. She was killed at Rose Hill Park this morning around 5. She has not been identified because Coroner Buddy Bryan is having difficulty finding the next of kin. Bryan did confirm that she died of multiple gunshot wounds.
Also on the Crime Watch, another homicide investigation started late Tuesday night as a burglary and assault investigation. Police say a man was shot at a bus stop near the intersection of Rigdon and Ilgis Roads. Just after 5 this morning, that victim, 60-year-old Roy Wilborn, died at the Piedmont Columbus Regional Midtown campus of multiple gunshot wounds. Police are not saying if there is a suspect in the shooting. And earlier today, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey hosted the Auburn men's basketball team at the governor's mansion.
Coach Bruce Pearl's team made program history this season, making their first ever Final Four NCAA appearance. News 3 Shakira Speaks was at today's ceremony in Montgomery, and she joins us now.
Phil, Teresa, the Auburn men's basketball team walked out onto the governor's mansion lawn as the band played a few songs that they're normally used to while they're being on the hardwood. Governor Kay Ivey honored the team for their efforts in the NCAA tournament. Here are some sights and sounds from the event.
Well, everybody, where you go? I was going to thank Governor Ivey for having us here today. That's great. Appreciate it.
Remember this, that in the history of the NCAA tournament, in the history of the Final Four, you were the first team from the state of Alabama to ever play in the Final Four. You all were. I just want to say, on behalf of the whole team, I'm thankful for you having us here today. It's just great just to come out here. I'm thankful for everybody here right now. Just be able to celebrate our accomplishments this year. We did a lot of good things, even when people counted us out. So, we're just thankful for all the support we got this year and just moving forward. So, thank you to everybody. Where we go?
this is worth your investment. Think about the investment that we have to make in our young people and the students that we educate, and try to do it the Auburn way. That's how these guys came to Auburn, on a promise that together we could be competitive, we could be relevant, maybe we could be champions, but above all, we're going to do it the Auburn way. You saw it in victory. Unfortunately, we saw it because we weren't able to finish the job and win it all.
And I want y'all to understand that what we do is not just necessarily about wins and losses. As Coach Pearl said, doing it the Auburn way. The Auburn way is about the process. It's about creating Auburn men and Auburn women.
Absolute fantastic team with a fantastic season.
Governor Ivey declared today Auburn men's basketball team day and presented them with a written declaration. Phil.
All right, thank you, Shakira. In Alabama, a bill to legalize medical marijuana has cleared a Senate committee following a public hearing this morning. It's called the CARE Act. It would allow people with a qualifying condition to obtain medical-grade cannabis. Those against the bill say this could be the first step toward broader legalization. Proponents argue it's about helping with certain medical conditions.
What messaging are we sending to our next generation? We should have the bold conviction in saying this is a drug.
And that is not what I stand for. That is not what anybody that's really on our quote-unquote team stands for. It is standing for helping the suffering people of Alabama.
The bill now heads to the state Senate for their consideration.
Happening now, Columbus police are searching for a missing woman. Police say 32-year-old Felicia Woodall, seen here, was last seen in the area of Piedmont Drive on March 23rd. There is no description of the clothing she was last seen wearing. If you have any information, call 911 or the Special Victims Unit.
And coming up here on the Night Watch, how often do you consult Dr. Google?
In our Health Watch report, what Americans are Googling when it comes to mental health. Some of the data may surprise you.
And this area of low pressure is moving a bit faster. So tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow late, we're going to be looking at this across portions of Mississippi and Alabama. And we'll show you when it arrives in our area. This is what we're looking at for the severe weather forecast. You can see the areas shaded in yellow. This will be in southwest Alabama, seeing the greatest risk of damaging wind and possibly clipping some of our extreme southwest counties we need to watch. So we're weather aware for a portion of our viewing area. I'll break that down for you. A couple of commercial breaks later coming up.